Cool. So Newcastle 2, Man United 1. Like, what can we say? We say that we tried, we tried, couldn't get the job done, you know? 10 men Newcastle, and this is how we're behaving. Like, it was poor. Like, sometimes, yeah, you know what it is? This is a time for where, like, you're on a high. You're on a high, you know, the graph, you're trading, you know, the graph is graphing, bare highs. But then sometimes when you're trading, you just meet that middle ground where the increase, you should have cashed out before the money went down. And this is what we should have done today, you know? Can't really blame Carrick. I feel like Carrick did put the team out to win, obviously, but just couldn't get the job done. Credit to Newcastle. Jacob Ramsey got sent off in the first half. Like, I'm deflated, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, but now I know this is how every other team are feeling. When Man United are beating these other teams, now I know how they feel. You know, it's not like we're gonna be unbeaten throughout the whole of Carrick's tenure, but this we'll take this as a positive. This had to come. I feel like this had to come. Otherwise, we would have been celebrating now. We are on a break for a bit. How are we gonna use this time to coach the players to bounce back from the loss? Because losing 2-1 is not easy. Obviously, with 10 men, Newcastle defended very well. Second half, it was 1-1. Casemiro had a nice header. Oh, yeah, first of all, that penalty, Bruno clipped Anthony Gordon. And referee was like, yeah, penalty. Anthony Gordon scored, hit the middle, bottom middle. Then second half, I think it was mine that was very flat. Very, very flat. And this is not the usual Man United that we're talking about. So I don't know. I'm not happy. I should be happy, but I'm not happy. I do want wins. I do want W's. But unfortunately, in this case, we were unable to capitalize on that. So then, what do? We have to just take ourselves to the drawing board. Take ourselves to the drawing board and be like, yep, this is it for us. Otherwise, what's the point? Now, second half starts. And it was just poor defending. We weren't able to capitalize on Eddie Howe's tactic. I feel like they did play a formation for 4-3-2 with three midfield. We weren't able to capitalize on it. Langa had space on that right hand side. Every time the ball was switched over to the right hand side, Langa was just driving. He had Luke Shaw on toes. Luke Shaw on toes yet again, man. What happened? Luke Shaw injury. We can't keep having players who wants to be in a club who are just injured. I feel like in the summertime, we just need a massive overhaul, man. Massive overhaul. That's what I feel like. I didn't give you guys stats, so let me just do the honors and give you guys stats, man, for the stat merchants, man. I can't be asked, man. Like most of the teams who were meant to win, they won today. So possession stats, we had 55 percent possession. Newcastle had 45. XG was 2.2 Newcastle. Arsenal was 1.28. 14 shots, 5 on target. Man United, 12 shots, 5 on target. Newcastle. It just wasn't good enough. I just don't think we played good enough. That's all. Big chances, miss 3. And Bumo had that chance, man. And Bumo had that chance. And the fact that he had to come off, you know, he had to come off. So it's good that finally he did. Otherwise, it would have just been a terrible performance. So I'm just not really happy right now. Now, literally, I'm being honest here. Now I know how other fans are like. Now I can understand because the feeling is not nice. The feeling is not nice at all. I'm not happy, yeah. But what I would say, this gives Carrick now a break for him to go back to the drawing board and be like, okay, guys, we lost. What happened in this area? Because he was very frustrated in the touchline. You saw him very frustrated. What happened in this area? What happened here? How can we improve in this section? All right, then we're not doing this properly. All right, you move here. We're not doing this properly. Okay, made the transition there. That's why I feel like it was good that Mbima came off because after those chances he had, he needed to leave. I think he had two of them. So yeah, he had one on his right foot, kicked it over, and then one on when the ball was crossed in, he had a volley. Yeah, it wasn't he had a volley. It wasn't good. But then Lenny Euro had a chance. Lenny Euro had a chance. What did he do? He had the header. Oh, we had chances. We had chances, bro. Anyways, there's a quick reaction, man. Like better things have to that I got going on right now. So still third place. We still need to catch up to Man City. Congrats to Newcastle. Carrick, within this break that we have, teach the players how to defend. And before I go, Malacia, very poor when he came in. How dare you let what's that striker's name? The Newcastle striker. Twist and turn you like that and use Maguire as a post for him to score. He scored the same way Cunha scored against Arsenal. That's how the other guy scored. I think Asula, whatever his name is. Very bad. Malacia gave up. Gave up. And that's not what we want from Man United. We don't want people who give up. I don't want that in my team. We go on a nice unbeaten run. The attacker is getting the ball at the right flank. Yeah. Shooting from this way to this way. The right flank. He's dribbling, and Malacia's just backing off. Press the defender. Cuts inside left foot, bangs it in. Bottom bins. Last kick of the game. I just feel like we couldn't do anything because why? Mazraoui had a little injury. Right, had to take him off. You know, I just feel like decision making we could have done better. Feed the ball to Sesko. Couldn't do that this game. Going to St James's Park is always hard against us when we're facing Liverpool. I mean, not Liverpool, sorry, Newcastle. See, yeah. When we're facing Newcastle, going to St James's Park is not easy. But even though we were run rugged in the second half, there was little chances where we could actually done us justice. I think personally, I feel like Lemens played well today. The back line just weren't able to help him out. Midfield, I feel like Kobe didn't have his best game. You know, and sometimes you don't have to say it. People are out there talking about Kobe's performances. You know, where's the GA? We don't need to be talking about GA. The eye test is there. He's a good player. So let's leave the Kobe slander alone. Casemiro did well, I feel like, in the first half. Second half, legs was gone. He had to get taken off. Ugarte, yeah, here enough performance. Couldn't do the best. But let's talk about the front three. Cunha, Mbumo, Sesko. All of these players were wanted by Newcastle. And they chose Man United. And unfortunately, we were unable this game to give Newcastle the beating that they deserve. Newcastle fans are gonna cook us this week, but they deserve it because was our time to again capitalize on a performance. Chelsea won, I think. Yeah, they did. Arsenal won. Liverpool lost. Man City drew. So it would have been an easy time for us to go ahead. Anyways, I've been yapping for so long. I need to make sure that I get this video out to you guys, man. It's been your boy Preme. Take care. Like, subscribe. Peace. Until next video.